Okay.
Okay.
This on my chest!
Remember that.
Start the timer.
Great.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Look at me, 5 years old and on top of the world. One lucky kid. Growing up in middle-class America with 2 parents and a brother that loved me, what more could you ask for? Then, one day, about a decade later, that dream came crashing down. In the end, the doctor said it was her liver. The cancer my mom had fended off for more than 8 years finally won out. I thought I was prepared. I thought I knew all about death, but when she actually died, I realized I knew nothing. The only thing I was certain of was that life was short. As my mom said, it was over in the blink of an eye. But what surprised me was when I told my friends about it. Each of them, through different experiences, had come to the same place.
It was just sort of a moment in time where we realized, wow, life is short, and we have to make the most of it or it'll pass us by.
We took a cue from my mom, and we just wrote out a list of everything we wanted to do in life before we died. The average human lives 79 years.
I don't know what I'm doing.
The timer. This on my chest!
Those years belong to you. They're yours. I am so grateful for this moment. They're filled with life and mystery and extraordinary potential. And like a blank page, they're waiting to be filled.
My pants are falling down!
My mom taught us, if you aren't careful, you might miss the incredible possibilities waiting in every day, every hour, every minute. We almost did. Now we're on a journey to reclaim that lost possibility, to learn for perhaps the first time what it means to really, truly live. So come with us.
Cheers!
And don't blink. My mom told me, hey, Greg, go out and live your best life. You only get one shot. And that was awesome, but what I realized is I don't exactly know how to do that. And so we came up with 14 ideas where we were like, if we're doing these things, we'll probably be living our best life.
We're doing this bucket list, but we don't have any money, so we're gonna throw a yard sale, collect people's neighbors, friends, junk, and fund this bucket list.
Alright, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. We got more stuff, boys.
But we gotta figure out a game plan because it is raining at 40 degrees.
It's just going straight up.
I'm a big fan of yard sales, but given the weather, I don't even know if I'd come to our own yard sale.
We've been out here all morning, and absolutely no one has showed up.
It's freezing cold, and we aren't getting many people. So it's time to start drawing some attention towards us.
Who doesn't like a clown?
Literally, no one likes clowns.
Hey, ho, right there. Hey, ho. Hey, we got the dinosaur. I'll take down there, you take this corner. I got this right here? Yep.
People are honking, they're pulling over, checking out what's going on. I think I'm a pretty good salesman at this garage sale.
I got the cash. I signed the waiver.
I negotiated that.
I closed it.
Oh my goodness. Yard sale is over. We have some capital. Let's roll, baby.
Good yard sale.
I would say so.
We have so many things going on. We're trying to do these 14 huge bucket list items and we pretty much have a full-time job building canopies.
We're gonna be making canopies, like as a summer job.
Gotta pay those bills.
So this is my Grandpa Eugene. Grandpa Eugene started the canopy company. And here's the warehouse. Welcome to the warehouse. So over the winter when we were trying to figure out which items we wanted to put on the big list for the summer, Owen FaceTimed me and he was like, I got an idea, but I don't want to say it. I was like, well, you've captivated my attention.
It took him like 10 minutes for him to get me to spit it out, and I regret doing it.
Look what I have from the rummage sale.
Yeah. And all of a sudden he spits it out. What if we each faced one of our biggest fears? Boom, that is gold.
You can't expect to do an episode about facing your fears and not have me help it along. What the heck?
God, that's a cockroach.
What are you doing? You know, I never liked Kevin.
Where did you get him?
Got a bug guy, Greg.
Who doesn't have a bug guy?
I'm not looking forward to this.
What did I just miss?
Kevin just dumped cockroaches on me.
Does that mean he's insects? You're facing your fear of insects.
They decided that I should pick their fears that they had to face because I'm not facing a fear myself. Owen's doing insects. Nick is doing public speaking.
Oh, no.
And David is jumping out of a plane to face his fear of heights.
With facing a fear, the idea is, I mean, fear is a great motivator, but it also can paralyze you if you let it.
With these 4 fears that we're facing, in the past, all of us have been paralyzed by them.
Greg's gonna face his fear of ghosts.
Oh, yes.
He can't even go to a scary movie. It's time. It's time.
I totally agree.
Greg, are you in?
Of course I'm in. It's item 1 on the bucket list. We need to start getting these set up.
This is week 1. We have only like 5 days to figure this out.
5 days, let's put it together.
It's early in the week, and the guys are getting going. Let's see what they're up to on the way to Steffen's Cherry Orchard.
I didn't tell you this, but we're not actually meeting with the speaking coach for a couple hours yet.
So where are we heading?
That is a very, very good question. So here's the plan. Owen's gonna face his fear of insects. Nick's gonna face his fear of public speaking. David's gonna face his fear of heights. And I'm gonna face my fear of ghosts. Before the other guys do their plan with you, I was thinking, you know, I would try a couple strategies to help you overcome your fear of public speaking.
The origin of my fear of public speaking, I think, dates back to elementary school. Growing up, I had this lisp, and it was tough pronouncing my S's without my tongue hanging out of my mouth.
Whose by stripes and bright stars.
When we would go around the room and take turns reading a paragraph, I was scared to read out loud to the class. I think that kind of carried with me throughout middle school, high school, college, and I'm looking for something like this to help me get over that, where I can hopefully do well and see a reaction from a crowd, a positive reaction, and put that list behind me. What do you have in mind?
Like I was talking about earlier, Demosthenes.
You're Greek, buddy.
My senior year in high school in English, I learned about this fella named Demosthenes. He was this really famous ancient Greek orator, but he started off with a stutter. Demosthenes was a terrible orator, and then he was a great orator, and you know what happened in between?
I would like to, because I'm looking to conquer that fear.
Right here, a bag of pebbles. So what Demosthenes would do is he would take these like pebbles, put them in his mouth, and give his speech. It's really got to be difficult. So when you take them out, it's that much easier. So you stand right there.
Why would Demosthenes put rocks in his mouth? What kind of person does that?
Yeah.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Vice President, members of Congress, as we mark the conclusion of our celebration of Black History Month, This is so ridiculous. This is a prank. How could this help me?
Remind you of a nation's path towards civil rights and work that still remains.
I am genuinely trying to help him. For the most part.
Why would I ever go along with something so stupid? Because I'm open to facing my challenges and becoming a better public speaker.
I know these practices seem really ridiculous, but if they work, are they really that ridiculous?
These effects targeting a Jewish community.
Were two cavemen rubbing two sticks together in stones, were they ridiculous? At the time, maybe.
I told David this morning that he's jumping out of a plane. But I can't figure out what to do for Greg. I was thinking something like a haunted house.
If I know two things about Greg, it's that he hates surprises and he hates roller coasters more than ghosts. So I was thinking, what if we surprise him with a roller coaster?
And just don't tell him that we're changing.
Yeah, exactly. So he thinks we're going to a haunted house and then we show up at a roller coaster. He'll be so freaked out.
Oh man, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go try to set that up.
All right. As Owen goes to set up Greg's fear, Greg and Nick arrive in Milwaukee to have a minute with a speaking coach.
All right, so Nick, here's the rope.
What we're trying to figure out is, like, how do you get him to stop thinking about his lisp? And so we figured if we could put him in a situation where he was beyond uncomfortable, he probably wouldn't even have time to think about his lisp. We've set it up at a comedy club downtown where in 4 days, you'll have the opportunity to give a 10-minute stand-up comedy routine.
I don't like speaking in public. You're gonna make me tell jokes in public?
Now, here's the deal. We didn't want to leave you hanging. And so there's this comedian that I know. And he's in a little bit of a pinch. He's getting his car fixed at the mechanic, but he doesn't have a ride to the mechanic. And so I said, hey, if we give you a ride, you think you could give my buddy some tips?
This comedian is no ordinary comedian, and the car that we're picking up for him is no ordinary car. It's an 82 Volkswagen Rabbit in camo. This diesel vehicle can get up to 55 miles per hour. It's great for sightseeing and being seen. It doesn't always start.
Who's got jumper cables?
But who cares? It features roll-up windows, and if you're stupid enough to stand behind it, you might get lung cancer. The owner of this vehicle, fittingly, is Charlie Behrens, a comedian with a national following who has become a Wisconsin legend as the host of the Manitowoc Minute.
Nick, we're talking about Charlie Behrens.
The guy from the
Manitowoc Minute. Yeah.
Oh man.
I know.
He's pretty funny. He's standing on the corner there.
Look at you guys rolling in here like Uber Plus drivers. Look at this bad boy, huh? What's
How's
this
it
get to the
going?
gallon? 4? Remember how my car broke down? Well, I don't have a ride, so we're gonna go get that car. That's how she goes. Oh, duct tape. Is that in case the bumper falls off? Look at all these cameras.
You know, this one's in your blind spot right there. So if we get in an accident, it's because we need that A camera, folks. We need that look. Do you want to know how to get there?
Yeah, that would be great.
All right, go left here. We got the carpool karaoke set up here. And by setup, I mean they watch carpool karaoke and we're like, yeah, I think that's what they did. Yeah, I don't think you had James Cameron and Stevie Wonder in a car with stuff floating around on the dash, driving around the streets of LA. Just a hunch, just a hunch. You got $1 million in insurance just in the front left seat, okay? I think they at least use some gaff tape. Hey, you got a whole roll of duct tape. Maybe you should strap the microphone down to the dash. Just a hunch. You're gonna want to take 43 North. We're going to Belgium, not New Belgium, Belgium.
Oh boy.
Okay, you know, and that's, if this is the way I go, so help me God, I'll be so pissed. Okay, so what's the deal, guy? You want to do some stand-up comedy?
Yeah.
What you do is you write out 10 facts about yourself. I'll explain this in the normal voice now. But basically what you do is you take 10 facts about yourself, and then every fact is just a setup.
Okay.
And so then you come up with a punchline.
For each fact.
Yeah. Give me some facts. Give me facts about you, Nick.
I like deer hunting.
You like deer hunting. Okay, perfect. In my first stand-up tour, I did a whole bit on deer hunting. And I just started off saying like, my favorite time of the year is when I go bow hunting. Any other bow hunters out there? Okay, great, all 3 of you. And the thing about bow hunting is that's the time of the year where them deer really build up their neck muscles, from watching my arrows go like this. And then from there I go, hey there, guy, are you aiming at that? Katniss, you should really be working on your form there, guy, But basically what I had then was like this back and forth talking with the deer, like, guy, I didn't know deer could talk. Of course we can talk, guy. Haven't you ever seen the movie Bambi, huh? What are you doing out here, trying to shoot a deer? Didn't you name your basketball team the Milwaukee Bucks? How does this make any sense at all? What would Bango think of this, huh?
Charlie's given me all this great material, but I just don't think I can make it funny. The deer looks at Charlie in the tree and says, hey, is that you aiming at me? And Charlie, hey there, guy, I didn't know deer could talk. I didn't know deer could talk. Well, haven't you ever seen Bambi before? I just don't have that in me.
The good thing to do when you're bombing is to call it out. Can you tell I just wrote this yesterday? I can't believe I'm up here. Any of those kinds of things will, usually save you a little bit or get you a laugh. When all else fails, just for the love of the Lord, do a joke about your member, all right? Set that bar low, and that way you can walk right over it. And for the love of God, if you trip on that bar, it's hopeless. Oh, there she is, folks.
Oh my God.
Okay, folks, who's riding with me, huh? Yeah, I spent some time with him. I'm telling you this right now, the kid's not a killer, okay? I'm kidding. We had a good conversation, all right? He's gonna do his best out there, okay? We talked about it. I says to him, you gotta have the eye of the tiger, okay? And right now he's got the eye of a little kitty cat, but I said, you keep working on them eyes, they'll get to be tiger eyes before you know it, okay? Yeah, at the end of the day, he's gonna get up there and he's gonna stand up on stage, and if he gets that far, okay, he already won, because now he faced his fear. The only problem then he's got about 10 minutes to eat it in front of a crowd, and that's gonna be fun to watch for everybody else. So I think any way you cut this chicken, it's still dinner.
After some helpful advice from Charlie, the guys head back to the warehouse to meet up so Nick can work on his tiger eyes.
I don't think I've ever seen a stand-up comedy or improv skit in my entire life. I've never been to a comedy club, that's for sure.
So what are you gonna say?
I don't know. So they put me up on this damn forklift, and I'm up there trying my hardest. They put me on the spot. Tell a story. Tell a story, Nick. So everyone has a bucket list item, correct? Some scarier than others. Most people want to jump out of an airplane.
Not David.
We have David here who doesn't want to jump out of an airplane. He's scared of heights. So he's going to jump out of an airplane. But then the parachute doesn't open.
My parachute didn't deploy?
But the second one did. So when...
Plot twist.
Is that the zinger? The second one did?
That was the =4.
The punchline.
That was the zinger.
I mean, it honestly seems like he just got dropped on his head.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do.
Okay.
I'm up there absolutely trying my hardest to come up with like a 7-minute story, add a few little bit of humor in it to it. My first year down at college, they're serving quiche. Is it actually quiche or is it quiche?
No, this is funny.
Is it, what do you slickers call it? Quiche or quiche?
I live in
Quiche.
Yeah, but actually
So they were serving quiche.
What is this?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, this is funny.
Yeah.
What's
So-
quiche? That's the point.
So they're serving quiche.
I walk into my lunchroom. It's my first week there, and I'm, you're overly friendly with everyone, trying to meet some friends. I'm 500 miles away from home. I know nobody, and I'm sitting at the cafeteria and eating my quiche, and I try to break the ice and say, "Man, this quiche is great." And everyone stops eating and looks up. Apparently, in the rest of the world, they call it quiche. Quiche.
Yeah, this could be good. I like this.
I think we have a good solid 3-4 minutes, depending on how we start the speech. I think we have a lot of work to do yet, though.
It's Friday, and Greg takes Owen to my bug guy in Waukesha.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Owen, nice to meet you.
Ron. Sam.
My biggest worry was Owen would be in the coffin, but he would just close his eyes and wouldn't really get to see what was crawling on him. So I wanted to take him to the bug store to show him exactly the type of bugs we were getting.
If you would have known me in high school, I was that quiet kid that, you try to talk to, but he was kind of reserved. It's because I didn't want to leave my comfort zone. I was uncomfortable with these new situations, and I think I'm trying to break through that now.
He's afraid of insects.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to overcome his fear.
Is there, doing like a fear factor kind of thing?
Exactly.
Yeah, I couldn't even watch Fear Factor of them sitting in those glass cases. And I have to do it myself.
Think about it, Owen. For like these creatures, insects are just food.
Just didn't seem right.
Yeah, there's a lot of countries where, insects are the primary source of protein.
Yeah.
People eat bugs, that's...
I could see why Kevin likes this bug guy.
If we were born in Kenya, for example, eating bugs is gonna be second nature to a lot of people.
You just gotta get used to it.
Like with these roaches, for example.
Oh, yeah.
So these things here
Oh,
are
listen
food
to 'em.
source for, a lot of different...
People eat those?
People will eat these, yeah, not me, I'm not one. I don't have any urge or desire to eat any of these bugs, but,
oh, look at them.
they're just bugs.
The big night has finally arrived, so with the bugs in tow, the guys head to Aunt Terry's house for Owen to face his fear.
To get this going,
Yeah, I think we should get the show on the road.
I already feel like something's crawling on me.
I know.
So me and Greg get on eBay, and since we can't find 3,000 critters in the swamp behind the house, we ordered them.
All right, be careful. Ah! There's a cricket.
Where?
Right here.
That was a little fearful.
I'm not afraid of insects at all.
Ah!
I'm probably one of the least afraid people of insects you'd ever meet.
We should throw you both in there.
Get down.
Well, I just saw the bugs. There's 2,000 mealworms, 2,000 crickets, a bunch of cockroaches. I don't know why I agreed to this. Hopefully this 4 minutes flies by.
Oh, these guys smell.
He could get diseases from these insects, and it would be all over for him. Nobody could pay me enough to do this.
You have your earplugs in? Not yet.
So I heard, certain bugs can't back up, so I told him to, plug his orifices.
I'm not ready.
So my role is as the boom guy.
They're going to be checking my heart rate as we go on in that 4 minutes.
I think Owen is really nervous. Look at him. Sitting there cross-legged in the grass, meditating on his buggy experience he's about to have.
The main thing that I'm looking for is just to be able to control the fear.
Okay, it's good.
No, you are not.
Here we go. There we go. He is going in.
Rates up to 112.
All right.
What's the heart rate at?
96.
Spikes
up to 111.
Are you ready? These are going on your chest. These are the mealworms. Okay.
Woo! Woo! This is on my chest!
Oh yeah, let's get them all on your chest.
Oh, I feel it.
Okay.
Now it's falling. Oh boy. On my chest, right?
Yep. Good job,
Start the timer.
All right, then those are.
Come on, Owen.
Just relaxing.
He's meditating.
How's it feel?
He is just sitting there. Oh my God! Look at that cockroach in his armpit.
68. Oh my goodness.
Is it lowering?
It's lowering.
Just 5 days ago, we saw him flipping out over 6 bugs. And now, with like 3,000 all over his body, his heart rate's going down.
He is in a meditative trance right now. I never anticipated this.
He's trying to pass out.
Yeah. This is what you call conquering your fear. Come on, Owen.
Attaboy, Owen.
I think they're biting me.
Down.
Ah!
Here, let's pull this thing off the top.
As low as it's been.
Here, bring that over.
Whoa! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get out of there! Fear conquer!
On this way.
I'm out. Done with this. Thank God.
Get the heart rate off. Oh, they like that dark spot.
Come closer.
I am done. Finally. I'm just looking forward to your fears now.
That was an impressive feat. What he just pulled off there, lowering his heart rate, facing his fear, that was unbelievable.
I think he conquered his fear.
Major props to Owen. That was awesome.
That's a wrap.
What do you think about it all being in your yard now?
As a new day begins, Greg and I head south of the border to face his surprise fear. You ready?
well, after seeing Owen last night, that was kind of cool.
Yep.
After watching Owen last night, I'm not expecting to get off easy on this one.
All right, so coming up here at the next stoplight.
You know, I've never encountered a ghost before.
You've never encountered a ghost?
No.
Okay.
Never wanted to.
Huh. I'm really surprised that Greg hasn't picked up on this yet. He still doesn't know that he's going on a roller coaster.
This thing?
Yeah, take a right at this stoplight.
Take a right into Six Flags Great America?
Yep, we are going to Six Flags. We're pulling into Six Flags right now, and he still thinks this is a haunted house. Greg, Six Flags is a theme park. Roller coasters.
So it's like a haunted thing here at Six Flags.
Yeah, but we're just gonna put you on the roller coaster.
I thought it was the haunted. My fear was the ghosts.
Yeah. No, Greg, we changed it.
You changed my fear?
We're gonna do the Goliath, their scariest roller coaster.
You told me specifically ghosts.
Yeah.
And you want me to go on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kevin didn't get the memo. This isn't the practical joke episode. We're supposed to be facing a fear.
Surprising you was the only way that we would be able to pull this off.
You know I hate surprises.
Exactly. That's the point.
And you know what's annoying about this fear? Right? When we go show it to people, There's gonna be all those people who are like, hey Gregor, this is such a wimpy fear. I love roller coasters. Roller coasters are the greatest thing in the world.
I really like roller coasters.
Yeah? Good for you, all right? I don't like them.
Oh, here we go. Look at this. Oh no.
I mean, sorry, I don't find the idea of strapping myself to a rocket like a space monkey and hoping the engineers knew what they were doing an enjoyable experience. It's just not my cup of tea.
Let's go.
We have to make sure that when the thing closes, it's locked.
Greg, it's Six Flags. They know how to do this. It's not their first time.
Are you sure this is locked?
Yeah, it's a security. All right, here we go. Can't go back now. I mean, I knew he was afraid, but wow.
Oh my God, my heart's going.
I think the idea was to be able to like control your fear while you were facing it.
My neck muscles hurt from screaming.
I don't feel like I had much control.
Yeah, just
Two to go?
David to go.
And Nick.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. I'm gonna head to Jefferson to watch him skydive.
Okay.
You wanna come?
No, I'm gonna stay here. Go on a couple more rides.
Okay.
I had fun.
You did enjoy that.
After successfully facing his fear of roller coasters, Greg heads up to Jefferson to meet the rest of the guys and watch David face his fear.
That wouldn't be my concern.
My butterflies are starting to kick in a bit. I'm excited, I'm a little nervous, but I'm ready to conquer this fear today.
Alright. Put your right foot out in the step. Now, both of your hands on your harness.
I think he'll be fine. They have better than national average stats for safety, so. But you never know. Something can always happen.
So, how did you get into skydiving?
I was 17 when I started. It was back in 1975.
Okay.
And I just saw ad in my high school, and I was like, wow, that looks like something you can get hurt doing. So I signed up. Right? That was it. And when I made my first jump, I knew that I'm going to be doing this for a long time. And here I am, 42 years later, and 15,000 jumps later, still loving life. This is still like the greatest thing I ever did in my whole life. You know, and then this place, and you know, just kind of like a dream life.
Boys, see you on the other side, hopefully. There.
It's just starting to dawn on me. This is insane. The poor kid is afraid of heights, and we just sent him up in a plane that he has to jump out of.
Oh, he's so scared.
David gets nervous when we're even driving over high bridges. I don't know how he's gonna do this.
I sure hope Bo knows what he's doing, because David has the look of fear in his eye.
We're all looking to conquer a fear in life. I think that's probably on a lot of people's bucket list. Not a lot of people can say that they've done that in their lives because they don't really have the opportunity to.
so scared right now?
Yeah, he's probably dying.
I hope. He better be.
That chute better open.
Oh, yeah.
Here they all come.
Oh my God! Parachute!
Is it opening?
I'm not seeing it opening!
Come on!
No! There's one!
Amazing.
We're good. There it is. All three are open. All three are open.
All week I made these jokes about David's parachute not opening. When the time actually came and he was about to roll out of an airplane, I kind of felt like a bad dude.
Hey, David, how you doing, brother?
It was so calm. It was incredible. It was exhilarating.
You're at a loss for words, aren't you? David's got a spark in his eye that I wasn't seeing before.
There's not a worry in the world up there. It is simply beautiful. It was incredible, calming.
So would you do it again?
100%.
This is really easy thing to do. It's probably the most accessible extreme sport there is. You don't have to be athlete. Even David could do it, right? Just kidding. Oh, wait. Yeah. Good job, man. Again.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you. Yeah. Go bucket list.
Yes. 3 down. And one more to go.
One to go. Knock, knock, baby.
After safely landing on the ground, the guys head downtown to a comedy club. Could it be that Nick discovers the holy grail of jokes? Or will his fear prevail once more?
People are starting to come in, and Nick is getting nervous.
Nick's getting real nervous.
Right now I can't remember my speech. I'm just hoping it comes to me when I get up there.
We need the heart rate monitor on him.
You guys would think I was dead.
Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? I'll put your hands together for Nick. Everybody.
Hi everyone, I'm Nick. Thanks for having me. So I started asking around, hey, how do you deliver a public speech? Does anyone have any tips? I mean, what? The answers were kind of funny. It came in from all across the board. Stuff like, stand up there and make sure you smile. I don't know if that made me look any better, and I probably need more help than that. My crazy Aunt Terry, she told me, you know, make fun of yourself a little bit. Then she followed by saying there's plenty of material. This other guy I talked to, he's kind of in the profession of public speaking. He goes,
Picture the mic like a penis. No. Pretend the mic. Don't hold the mic like a penis. I'm sitting here.
You know, when your back's up against the wall, what do you go with? The penis joke.
So speaking of sausage, another one of our bucket list items is to run in the sausage race at Miller Park. Did you guys see the sausage race today? Which one won? Oh, I was pulling for the Italian sausage. So one of our items is to... Another item is to cook dinner for Governor Walker. I mean, we're going across Wisconsin, knocking off our bucket list. Why not cook dinner for the guy representing the entire state? So we called him up, said, we're not cooking mac and cheese, no. So he politely declined, and we didn't get much farther than that. For 2 months now, I've been trying to figure out, why the heck would he not want 4 college students cooking dinner for him? I just can't get it.
This is more uncomfortable than having the birds and bees talk with my parents.
So we went to my hometown. Last summer we kind of started this project, and we're in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. 3 hours north of here, 3.5 hours north. So I go to talk to the clerk. I say, what are these things? He goes, oh, they're toilets. Then those aren't toilets, sir. They're not fitting in my outdoor, John. He goes, yeah, they're toilets. So then it hit me. This guy actually goes in his house. My friends back home also thought that one would be a knee slapper.
Nick's comedy has me as confused as a homeless man on house arrest.
Thank you guys. I can cross off.
Give it up for Nick, everybody.
Some of my jokes landed, some of them missed, but looking back at it, it wasn't about that, you know? No one in the audience expected me to be a world-class comedian up there. I was conquering a fear.
He didn't freeze up. He didn't let the fear get to him. He didn't let the fear define him, even when people did laugh at his jokes.
All right, boys, so 4 fears. I know I conquered mine.
And we're just getting started. Here's to the moments that transcend time. The moments that connect us to the past and push us into the future. They're not always fun, and often they're quite unexpected. You can't plan them or predict them, but when you're in them, you'll know. Call them memories or moments. They're the good times and the bad times, but they are what make us who we are. You can relive them, regret them, try and forget them, but in the end, they're all we have. And while some may avoid them at all costs, this is our journey to create as many as we can.